turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on
walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
All right. What is going on, everybody? There was the bell. The market is going crazy today. We can see KSS jumping in pre-market here, up 8.7% on the day. I don't think that the percentage down there is adjusting, because I know it's a hell of a lot more than that. Very nice move, though, by KSS up to $20. 85%. There we go on the update. Wow, that's a pretty fire move so far today, though. Gotta say, what's up, Mr. Woo? Jack Bradshaw listening in. There we go. Tom here, by the way. What's up, Steve, Maddie, Jake, Chill, Autumn, good morning. Bam. Glad to have you here. $20 on KSS. Pretty insane jump. 85%. Didn't even get a chance to look at the news yet today on this one. Mentions of the stock on social media. Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe Wall Street Bets pushing it up. That's funny. Some Wall Street Bets action. Okay. Let's go look at that daily of KSS, because that is quite the jump up to 20 bucks. Now, they're making up ground, right? KSS has been in free fall, but with that gap up today, they are making some of the ground up. I'm sure it's going to push a lot of people to buy in here. I would be very careful. I think for the short term, you could see more great movement, but I would be careful. What's up? Pew Pew, Ahmad, K Rose, James, Ice, NVTS. Said it went down to 850, still worth buying. Might not be. Let's check that pre-market move. Yeah, pulled back. You could look at a possible buy as it touches support here. I think identifying it would be a little bit tough here. You know, maybe if you see a bounce starting to happen, you can get in for the ride back up. I think the main opportunity with NVTS would be now waiting for $9 to break, which is a very good level from pre-market right here. We can see it hit $9 and then dropped. So if we see a $9 break, then maybe throw it back on the radar. Or like I said, maybe you could eye up a possible support bounce here as well. Just if the support gives out, I would cut pretty quick because, you know, keep that RR good. Give it some time then. High risk, high reward. Yeah. Did you buy in already or? Open pre-market up 19%, Autumn said. What's even going on with them? They might be splitting, so I'm confused. Ha, Open Door. It's a pretty weird situation with Open Door. What was it? There was like an analyst that was very bullish on this one. And the analyst that was very bullish on Open Door apparently called one of the big turnarounds with a different stock. I can't remember which stock that it was. Let me see if I can find the articles that I was looking at last night. Let's see. Here we go. Hopefully this has it in there. Let's see. Here we go. So EMJ Capital. Apparently there's some guy that works at EMJ Capital. He called the turnaround on Carvana, CVNA. If we look at Carvana, we go to the daily, it's going to blow your mind how big of a turnaround there was. Carvana fell all the way down to like $5 a share. Now it's all the way back up to $3.60. It's actually right at the all-time high, kind of double topping, funny enough. But this guy apparently called this big turnaround with Carvana. So now people are looking at Open and are looking at this one and saying, okay, he called the Carvana turnaround, you know, how far is Open going to go up? Hard to say. I personally think it's a bit of a freaky setup, especially without there being like any true substance there. But that's what I saw. Yeah, Jack knows. BMNR needs some news. Let's see. Bitmine immersion, $40 trying to bounce. It's on a major support though. Come on, BMNR. Go up with the Ethereum. Google's dropping, Mr. Wu said. Google's falling down. Yeah, okay. 190, 150 touched. Google dropped. How significant is 190, 150? Pretty big. I had it marked off. Nvidia's falling from heaven. It must be an angel. What's up, Jeanette? KSS just halted, Jason said. No. Don't start that. Maybe it'll help it. Probably not, but we'll see. You were searching Open Door Split and saw that DoorDash did a reverse split. All these companies reverse splitting's wild. Thanks for the info, though. Yeah, for sure. DoorDash reverse split? Seriously? I don't remember that. When did they do that? Or did they approve it and it's going to be happening? I'll tell you, DoorDash has actually recovered up really well here. Let's see what ChatGPT says about DoorDash split. See if they find anything for us here. Go check QQQ. I haven't seen anything with DoorDash here. Approved 2 weeks ago. ChatGPT just lied. It said there was nothing, no talks of it for them. See Dash. You said 2 weeks ago? Jeffrey downgraded him. I can't believe that they said that. Damn, those first 2 5-minute SPY candles are nasty, Elton says. SPY 5-minute candles. QQQ looks brutal, but nasty. I thought I was going to be seeing a continuation. That's a good recovery, at least. I know what you mean, though. Pretty insane. Red and then green candle. Like the same length. Pretty hilarious. Going to be getting a new candle here in a second. NVTS. Moving around. Possible upside if it hits $9 again right now. Market's rejecting it. I like that ice. Yeah, it's rejecting down pretty good. It held that support earlier, which was interesting. Around like 835, we can see on the 1 minute. Ended up holding support, which was interesting. Haha, Mr. Wu says, Woof is barking. Woof, Petco. Why are they doing so well? 22%. What the? Wolf with a pretty nice jump. It's sitting around $4 right now. Wolf has a pretty crazy past here where it has these insane jumps. Mason. What's the difference between ASML and ASMLF? ASMLF sounds like a foreign. Let's see. That's the OTC. This is definitely the OTC stock. Now let's go see ASML. New York registry shares. That's very weird. I'm not even quite sure myself. I've never like researched that before. So I can't give you a super good answer there, other than it definitely is strange. One's on the OTC market, though. And one's on the NYSE to make it simple and quick. QQQ sitting around 562.50. I can't believe the pullback today. Pretty big. Pretty hefty. Going over to the Mag 7. Checking in there. Nvidia pretty much straight down. Meta straight down. Google straight down. Microsoft a little choppy. Amazon choppy. Tesla pretty much down. Wow, lots of pullbacks there. You know what was so weird today? I woke up and I have a mosquito bite on my finger, of all things. Thing itches like crazy. SoFi, Palantir, Nvidia all down sharp. Nvidia for sure. I didn't even check Palantir yet. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. 150 breakdown. Said SoFi. Yeah, SoFi down 3%. Not a big market mover with SoFi, but it likes to move on its own, though. Rivian might break out of its yesterday's high, Gabriel said. Rivian. Check in on Lucid here, too, while we're at it. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're not far off. Seems like they might try to test it. 14.15 up there. All right, Lucid. There we go, 2.92. Man, the bot plays were on fire yesterday. That recap was fun to watch. NVTS, of course, one of the bigger players in the short term. Too bad it's not doing as good today, but pullbacks are bound to happen. Hydrocortisone cream. I'll have to try it. I know what you mean. Cortisone Plus or Cortisone 10 or whatever that. I always see commercials for that type of stuff. Cortisone cream. Rivian might break out if it breaks yesterday's high. Oh, yeah. Steve is on Tilray. Are you smoking the Tilray or are you trading the Tilray? Let's go see the Tilray. Sitting around 74.5 cents. It's so bad that it trades by 0.5 cents. It goes out to the... What did you just say? Thousandths? Gets into the thousandths category. Kind of funny. Ha, Steve says both. Now that's how you do it. Yeah, see, Tilray, 9% here. Look at that on the daily. Not very nice. Brain says, how's CGC? Not near as good. Not near as good. If you guys are just now joining up, destroy the like button. Let's go. Destroy it up today. Of course, if you've never been here to the channel, hit that subscribe button for sure. Separate from the nightly videos, of course. DFLI, James says. I don't think I've heard of this one. Dragonfly Energy. What in the... Another one of the reverse splitters. 1 for 9 in the past. DFLI. Wow. It's up 100%, but it's down still in 2025 by a lot. Yeah, CGC used to be a lot better. I don't know why they're not moving right now, like with Tilray or anything of that nature. Maybe Tilray is just on a heater of its own. Let's go check MSOS again. The U.S. Cannabis ETF. Yeah, it's even up a little bit, so I thought it was based off memory. Say, I thought so. Double dipping. There's a weed ETF, yeah. There's MSOS, which is a U.S. cannabis ETF, which is, I would say, like, if the U.S. was going to start legalizing and stuff of that nature, MSOS has generally moved pretty good off that. Obviously, it focuses more on, like, U.S. stocks, whereas some might not do as good in the U.S. if you're trading certain pot stocks, so tough to say there. There's another one called MJ, which holds a lot. MJ is actually up a lot right now, too. I think there's even one called Weed. Weed. Yeah, there's even Weed. There's a few different ones. We have MJ, Weed, MSOS. You know what's funny? The pot stocks actually have cool tickers. I guess there are other ones. Like Barrick Gold used to be GOLD. Now it says B, though. So that one doesn't count. Speaking of Barrick Gold, though, oh my gosh. Barrick Gold is like in one hell of a setup here. I really like the possibility of Barrick getting up and out of this little range that it's in. Man, gold is moving again, huh? Very nice. Very nice. That's fantastic. It would obviously help if gold started running, but... Somebody posted about CNC in the Discord today, and it has me cracking up. It's alive. Started to go green today, up 2%. Hell yeah. The more the merrier, CNC. Yeah, Powell didn't do much today. Pretty much a big nothing burger from the man, the myth, the legend, JP. Here, I'm going to pull up the news for you guys. Should have it here on the CNBC homepage. Where'd it go? Oh my god. YouTube wipes out thousands of propaganda channels linked to China, Russia, and others. Uh-oh. Good. Good, good, good. Wipe them out. Top economist breaks ranks with Wall Street and says Powell should resign. Hilarious. Let me get I'm getting the actual headlines up here. Give me a second. All right, here we go. Powell didn't comment on economic or monetary policy outlook in welcoming remarks. Didn't say anything like that. He said, we must ensure parts of capital framework work together. He said the Fed is a dynamic institution open to hearing new ideas and feedback on how it can improve capital framework for large banks. Pretty much a bunch of nothing. Bunch of nothing there. Back to the SPY. Falling down still. 628 has broken to the downside. Uh-oh, not the best sign. That's a big support to break down there. Whoa, not good. Good for put players, I guess. Honestly, like, the downside moves can be even more fun than the upside, from what I've seen. As we know. Yeah, Autumn, that's crazy. I just saw your post about the ChatGPT stuff. That's insane that they did not say that at all for me. Let me make sure I didn't type in the wrong... Yeah, I did the right stock. What the... Sometimes ChatGPT gets really dumb. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but I've seen it get really stupid a few times. Like, just, it'll straight up tell me something totally wrong, and I'll say, no, it's this, and then it'll come back and say, oh, no, you're right. Like, what's the point of you if you get it wrong? SPY, though, pulling back pretty hard. 626.60 coming into play. SPY is dying off under 628. Damn, that's quite the drop. All the way down to the next support now. 626.30 coming into play. Watch out as we're at next major support. Oh my God. Ryan just said Kramer strikes again. QBTS. Oh my God, he did it. Jim Cramer did it again. I still can't believe Kramer did this, guys. Look at the screen. Still can't believe Kramer drank spam juice on live. He probably liked it. That's the nasty part. That nasty guy. I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's real, Autumn. I forgot why he had to do it. It might have been something with, like, GameStop or something like that. Let me ask the dummies why he did that. Go check on Qualcomm. QCOM. Qualcomm had a really good day yesterday. It was kind of strange. Of course, today they gave it back. He said, I love drinking spam juice. You can ride it to and from the train stations. He was using it as a humor and hyperbolic way to express his confidence in Hormel Foods, the maker of spam. I don't know. I think ChatGPT's lying. I thought it was a punishment. Could have sworn it was a punishment. They must have paid him a ton. What is Hormel's ticker? Is it HRML? That would make sense. HRM? Ah, damn it. Can't remember. HRL. Ah, okay. Hormel's actually doing good today. Up 2%. I don't know when Kramer drank that spam to express his confidence, but it doesn't look like it went too well here. Okay. Yeah, here we go. ChatGPT lied. I said no, he drank it as a punishment. And then they said he did drink it as a bit of a punishment. It was a joke about braving something unpleasant to underscore his commitment. I guess, that's crazy. Meme worthy. Yeah. HRL died, though. Pretty bad movement. No, it's really not as accurate. It's not. I've been using it a lot more recently. I've been noticing a lot of issues. It'll get pretty advanced, I feel like, sometimes. But then other times, it'll, just, like, give the wrong info, I feel like. It's... Open bouncing off 20. You're looking at open still. Looking at the 20 SMA on the hourly. That's funny. I actually have it on right now. It is? I actually have the 20 SMA on. It looks like it's under it. Maybe you meant it. Maybe you meant that it broke it. Yeah, I remember Bear Grylls. Oh, EMA. I got you. Did the big money hold the August MPW 4.5 put? Let me go check. It's showing no big money play for that one. Let me go check. The big money channel. MPW. I don't see that. Sorry about that, Xavier. I don't think that we issued one. Are they still holding Shoe? Let's go see Shoe. Women's shoes. I would almost guarantee that they're holding this one. But let's check. Yeah, I don't know why, Xavier, but I don't know where you got that one.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through.
Oh, wow. Go to the hourly on it. Yeah, they're still in right now. There was a lot of volume on it yesterday. You know what's funny, though? The OI is not updated today. I don't believe. What's going on here? What's up, Thinkorswim? Spies Wildman, Autumn says. SPY. Yeah, even if they sold out a little yesterday, the OI would still be up pretty much, so I think it would have been that they sold like half or something like that. Still looks pretty solid though. SPY is right on key support here. Tried to bounce off this earlier. Looks like it's flushing though. Not looking very good. If it starts to break down 626.30, 626.25 here, gonna be brutal to see again. Might see more of a flush. Some brutal price action with the SPY. We've been looking at a lot of data that suggests that, you know, we could be seeing some negative movement like this. Now, we've been looking at that data quite a bit this week. You have put on NVDI 167.50. I'm assuming you meant NVIDIA. Wow, that's pretty good right now, Sherry. In the money. When is a good place to get out? Let's see. Let's see. That was a good drop today, though, Sherry. It filled the gap. It's really not a bad time to probably exit sometime soon, if I'm being honest. Hopefully it retests the low of the day for you. It filled the gap pretty perfectly, though, and dropped a lot, so don't be surprised if it tries to recover slightly here. It's pretty normal. Open, come back, Gabriel said. You want open doors, come back? Oh, wow, it did come back. 3.68, did it halt? It halted. Halted on the comeback, but what a great recovery here. $2.90, $3, bouncing right back to the upside. That is an amazing move here. Rohan, that's a good question. He said, what percentage of the big money trades actually end up winning? It's tough to calculate that because with the big money trades, I guess it would be like, did they end up winning if you longed them, right? It's tough to say if the big money actually ended up winning or not. That would be the $1 million question. See, like, which side they truly took and things of that nature, but it's tough to say there. You know, you have to have, like, a set parameter, like a set stop on each one and a set target, and it wouldn't be quite as, I don't know, cut and dry as the question is. It was a super fast recovery, Autumn said. Very quick. Go check Rocket Lab. You know, they've been having a lot of action lately, too. Kind of fell off this morning, 2.8%. How about SMR, Oklo? Trying to recover on SMR's side. Oklo, same thing. Very similar PA out of those two. I like that recovery. Let's check the watch list today. Go back to KSS, too. Just slowly dying off after that pre-market jump. Didn't really keep any of the action going today. Too bad. I would have loved to have seen a continuation here. Tilray up 7% still. 72 cents. Pretty funny to say that it's at 70 cents. You know what else is up today is Kraft Heinz. K8C is up 3%. Kraft has been in a huge downwards channel. Got pretty close to the bottom of the channel recently. Could be trying to make a bounce and recovery off that, but pretty crazy setup. That was a big long-term support it bounced off of, close to 25.50, I guess 25.60. I like it up, but it's probably not going to have enough movement to really justify. Advanced Money Destroyer fell down to the support down here around 148.50, 149. Bounced off that this morning. Trying to hold its ground now, but what a massive dip. MU on watch the downside, Mr. Wu said. You're looking at MU down. I don't blame you with all the chip stocks selling off today. So it's bouncing up right now. Maybe you can get in on a downside continuation at some type of resistance here today. Open unhalted. And dropped, of course. Open is fun here in the short term. Come on, open. Let's get some action. Let's get up through this resistance at 370. Not gonna lie, it feels like open is moving the SPY. It coincidentally moves the same. That happened yesterday. I think somebody said yesterday, like whenever the SPY sold off at the end of the day, open door had pulled back. Let's see. Believe. Yeah, open door pulled back end of day. SPY started selling right around the same time. It was kind of funny. Someone asked me that yesterday. I was like, that's nuts if it is. It's possible. Just because maybe we'll say retail trader sentiment. But it shouldn't be something that really hits it. That's funny though. It is pretty close. Let's see if SPY can get under 626.30. Come on, let's get it. CTM is down big. Holding tight, though. Castellum. .1% to the downside. Pretty brutal there. As it dips on the daily, there could be a dip buying opportunity here. Note how it dipped here and then ended up exploding off the dip. Maybe in a couple trading days, identify some bounces and get in for the uptrend. Back to open. It's having a lot of trouble here at 362. Kind of looks like a double dip. Hims is ripping back up, Jake said. Go long on sex pills. Yeah, it's trying to come back a little bit on the 1 minute. Dipped off at open, down to 47, bounced. Coming back fairly well now. You know what I can't wait for? Tomorrow, Trump is supposed to sign some AI executive orders, I believe, or announce some like AI investment or something of that nature. I think that'll be pretty interesting here. Hims. I like Hims quite a bit. I don't necessarily love it where it is on the daily chart right now, though. I think it's a little too high for like shares for the long term, but for the most part, could be pretty solid.
Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading.
Open door.
around my room. My words
Go check N phase today. Pretty nice action. 4140 coming into play. End phase. That's what we like.
Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee?
No way. Nice, Autumn says.
World of make-believe. Kids screaming in their
Stuck myself in SPY puts.
criminalities.
Sold for profit on the first dip and rebought. Nice. I feel like we could get more selling today based off of the overall move. It was a great jump down, though, to that next support, but I feel like that there could still be some more flushing coming in here as the day goes. Obviously, lots of time left today. But yeah, I'm leaning more down like that too, Mason. Archer's falling a bit today. Kind of sucks. ACHR down 7.5%.
Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption, eat faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out.
Mara's up 2%, Jake said. MARA? Not too bad. Kind of shaky since open, though. How's CLF? CLF actually had earnings yesterday. I don't know if you guys knew that. Did pretty well. Again today at open. Nice pop. So CLF's done very well since their earnings.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in us. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sun.
SPY should drop until 625. It's too expensive for normal people. Drop until 625. 620, 625. Pretty good support here. I don't know too much, Autumn, other than it's a big number. I believe it's like 70 to 90 billion, I believe. Let me look it up again. I have it on. Hang on 1 second here. Give me 1 sec. All right. Sorry about that. It looks like he's expected to announce policy guidelines for artificial intelligence that will call for easing regulation and expanding energy sources for data centers, while urging Congress to consider federal legislation to preempt state oversight of the emerging technology. Scheduled to deliver remarks on AI policy on July 23rd. I must have been thinking something different about the billions of dollars. That might have been something in the past. But right now, looks like he's just scheduled to deliver remarks on July 23rd. Policy guidelines. They're calling it the AI Action Plan. formulate a comprehensive framework outlining key initiatives designed to accelerate development in the U.S. He'll sign several executive orders to enact some of the policies outlined in the plan. So there we go. Sounds pretty good for AI, you know, if they're establishing stuff like that. But, man, Tilray's now up 14%. It started ripping off that dip there. That's a nice jump, 14%. Wow. We'll take that one for sure. A fresh graduate should buy XSP then? Yeah. XSP, let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, whether... Not quite sure on XSP, but I would definitely look at, like SPLG or VOO or something of that nature. Follows the S&P for sure. That's funny. What did you mean by XSP, Jake? What is that? Making sure I'm on the right. I was on the right ticker there. Gotcha. Okay. Yep, that's what I thought. XSP is 1/10 of the SPX. Gotcha. That makes sense. 628.97. Yeah. Makes sense. Don't think I've ever looked at that one. CLF. Watching for a possible dip buy here somewhere today. Maybe it'll be coming here at 11:30. Looking solid. Let's go see Peloton here. PTON 3.31%. 6.40, 6.41 here. Peloton looks pretty solid. Might try to go for that high of day break. Let's check the daily on it. Ooh. Looks pretty solid in the way in which it's starting to bounce up here around support. Might not be bad today. It's just under its average percent move, but it's starting to... Yeah, there we go. Just broke the high of the day. Maybe see if you can catch a run. Not bad. Go see Tesla. Can we get an AI president and Congress? That would be pretty funny. That would be pretty funny. AI president and Congress. They just do everything by the book. Whatever the data says. GEV got smacked, Maddie said. GE Verona, wow. Daily started turning over pretty hard. GEV went on one hell of a run, though. I gotta give it some credit. That's pretty massive. Rivian, Sherry said. RIVN. Daily, nice action there. Rivian, 12 strike calls. Recent big money play. Expires in 2026. Man, they really sniped this one. Really sniped it. No problem, Sherry. I like it quite a bit here with Rivian. Now, I will say this with Rivian, it's on a pretty big resistance, but I could see it breaking this over the next few trading days, if not like tomorrow or the next day, maybe Friday. Man, that NASDAQ turning over today was pretty rough. Still just consolidating down here. Kind of like the SPY, just chopping around its low of the day. I think it's waiting for the bears to come back from breakfast. Hope everyone's having a good day out there, though. Have some decent action today. Tilray still moving up 15.5%. Love that action. That's right. Open Door falling off a little bit, sitting at 3.29 right now. Back to Navitas, NVTS. Under $8. Looks kind of rough at the low of the day. How low can Nvidia get? Jesse's asking. How low today? I mean, that was quite the drop, if I'm being honest. If we look at Nvidia, I believe that they filled a gap. Yeah, Nvidia just filled a gap to the downside. So you have to look at it a little bit objectively. Like, okay, they just filled the gap. Is it possible that gap breaks down today? Yes. Have I seen it happen? Yes. Have I seen it hold, though? Yes, also. So it's at a very big level, I would say, as far as support. I would be a little bit wary with where it's at right here, personally. Yeah, I don't think I would try to go too crazy here to the downside today, past this point. Especially just like buying to hold and hope. I don't love it. This is a pretty big area of support. If we do start to see that low of day break, maybe enter in on like a quick scalp to the downside or something like that, I think that would be a better way to go myself. What a U-turn on HIMS, HIMS. Damn. All the way up into the green now. Broke that high of day like butter here on this big 1 minute candle. Dang, that's quite the move. No problem, Jesse. How's Intel doing today? Gotta check in on them. They're sitting around 23, not bad. Still up around their recent high. Kind of consolidating, but they've been doing really well off these lower areas of support recently. Glad to see them moving up consistently again. They might start to dip down a little bit, but... TYVM. That should be a ticker. TYVM. Too bad it's not one. That'd be funny if there was a company called Thank You. I'm surprised that there's not, actually. Well, there probably is somewhere, now that I think about it. Just might not have a stock. Of course. Go to the Mag 7 setup here. Check in there. A lot of flatness over the past 30 minutes. Tesla has actually recovered up in a great way, though. That's nice. Pretty insane here. The way things fell off again today. Tesla with the great recovery, though. You know, looking at the Mag 7 setup, Tesla's really the big player here, I would say. Right now, back up to 330. That's pretty straight up as far as Mag 7 stocks are concerned. That's quite the recovery. Westinghouse is building a new reactor in Slovakia. A new contract just dropped. Really? Westinghouse. Is it WAB? Break even kind of on the day. How's gold doing? I think gold made a new high of the day. GLD. Oh yeah, it did. Up 0.72%. Gold is killing it today. Let's go. Silver's trying to come back too. Tesla robots are coming. Can't wait. Demur's having some Mickey D's. Good morning, Demur. I hope you enjoy it. That sounds great. McDonald's breakfast crushes it. The robots are coming. That's going to be sick whenever the Tesla robots really get here. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie I, Robot with Will Smith, but I, Robot pretty much shows how like Tesla robots would be in the future. It's a really good movie if you've never seen it. It's called I, Robot. Gonna take everyone's jobs, Jake said. It might. They might. It's a classic. I know it. It really is. Nobody I know has ever seen it, Xavier. Check in on Boeing today. Haven't looked at them yet. Trying to recover a little bit, but they dipped off, of course. Not the best PA out there. Get Lucid back up here. Eyeing them up for continuation. You know, Pony AI has been moving a lot. With the AI stuff coming up here from Trump tomorrow, maybe Pony AI would be an interesting one. Maybe AI itself, C3 AI would be nice. Hell, maybe even things like Google, Microsoft, Tesla, things like that that deal with AI might even be pretty good. QBTS, quantum stuff, yeah. QBTS, quantums could be a good sector. QUBT, QBTS, Rigetti, RGTI, I believe. Rigetti looks nice. Mom's spaghetti. James says, QBTS a buy now. If you're trying to trade the AI event this week, it probably is a buy. Just realize that, you know, if the market doesn't like it, then it'll be rough for you, of course, and it might not move from that, but I think it's a little bit too high right now, if I was being honest. I'd be worried of a big pullback coming in. You like iRobot? Eagle Eye is a scary scenario of AI taking over. Eagle Eye, okay. I'll have to see that one. Let's look it up. Eagle Eye. Oh, wow. Okay. It has, the guy from Transformers, Shia LaBeouf, in there. AI is trying to achieve singularity. Jake likes it too. Nice. Yeah, good gaps. Back to SPY. Trying to recover still, but bounced off resistance. This might finally be a good entry point for those puts. As we get back towards resistance here on SPY. Maybe we'll get a good bounce off that resistance. That was the next big resistance I've been watching for anyways. Just now joining up, make sure you destroy the like. Get it going, helps us a lot. Thoughts on XYZ, Tiger Wu said. XYZ. block, not terrible. Sitting here at 79.55. XYZ. I like that resistance here overhead at 79.55. It's not a bad resistance. Go around forward F. I'm sitting here, ticker symbol F. Down a little bit today. General Motors didn't have the best earnings report today, down 7.2%. Need opinion on Palantir. Let's see. Recovering up very nicely. I don't really see it getting back above 150 today. It always could, but this is a big resistance coming up. I'd be watching for a possible turnaround there myself. Very large area of resistance, for sure. Demir says, I'm thinking of buying a covered call that expires at the start of August. Covered call that expires at the start of August. Well, I guess you're going to sell a call, right, Demir? What strike? I think it's a smart thing to do up here. If you're holding shares. $150 strike? Oh, okay. Man, I think that's really smart. Given where we are now, I would think that it could close under there by August, but market has been in an uptrend. If it's just like a 2 or 3 day pullback, you could be screwed, but it's not terrible, really, because then you just off your shares really high at 150. So this could end up being a place Palantir truly does pull back a lot, given the amount of psychological, I guess, resistance here.
Shooting star, got more than a couple of people going mad. I swear they're rooting hard. Tell them I'd be big in the game like she went and got them breast implants. I said I'm moving too far.
Awesome, Demir. Yeah, I like it. Very nice resistance here. Team Tom, have a great day. See you, Jason. We'll be streaming when Powell speaks later. He already spoke, Ryan. Dang, Ryan. Yeah, he spoke at 8:30 a.m. this morning. Funny enough, he ended up not talking about anything monetary policy related, really. Gave no indications of anything, and overall, just pretty boring. Thought it was tomorrow. Or in the afternoon, yeah. Good thing it wasn't. Ended up not being anything nuts either, just opening remarks. It was kind of boring. Autumn said a meeting that could have been an email. I don't know, maybe. Robert coming in. Hey, Chief, if you look on the daily chart on SPY, does it look like a rising wedge? I made it, and I just want to confirm with you. Stay blessed. Let's go. Look at the daily chart. Thank you, Robert. Always coming in clutch here on the lives with the supers. Thank you, sir. An old rising wedge. Let's draw it up. Dang, Robert. I'm not seeing it really. Any way you can send it in Discord? I'm not sure how you're looking at it. Mason, that's funny. Where's his crown? Yes, he should get a crown for that. I should be able to do something. $250 XP, that's funny. Yeah, by far now. That's funny. Let me see here. Zoom out on a 5-minute maybe.
Thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but they see where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And if you quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You
In the SM chat, gotcha. Give me 1 second. Helping somebody get into the Discord real quick. Someone get Robert free room service. $199 in the SM chat. Let's go, Robert. Thank you, sir. Let's go check it. Okay. You know, I like the way you drew that. There's just that one weird extension that throws me off with how it dropped there. I'm gonna try to do it on a 5-minute chart in the way that you're doing it. Yeah. Now it's starting to line up a lot better, Robert. Okay. You could definitely call it a channel for sure. Not quite sure I want to call it like a rising wedge, but it is kind of playing out that way and does have that appearance and look. Lots of hits on all sides of this. Kind of crazy how it fell out here on Wednesday, July 16th. And then recovered all the way back. My gosh. A weird move out of there. If it falls out of this again, I'll be kind of worried. It does seem like more of like a rising wedge though. Yes. It does have that like rising factor to it. It definitely is more of a bullish leaning setup if we're going off of the wedge specifically. Wow, freaky here with the SPY. This 626, 25 area where SPY bounced today is critical as well. Multiple touches. If we start to sell off under there, I think we could have a pretty rough go. Autumn. And stock up that mini fridge. We might have to give him the VIP treatment. ELF is the new honey badger. Doesn't care about the market. Yeah, I like this setup though, Robert. With SPY, it definitely has that like rising wedge factor to it. Like if you go, you know, you just Google like rising wedge setup. It definitely has that look. I'm worried that once the wedge gives out, that's where I'm gonna be looking for a big reversal though. But we'll see when the end of the wedge comes. It looks like it's almost at the end, so. If he pulls the $50 Pringles off the fridge, he's got to pay for those. That's hilarious. You guys remember that movie, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York? That was hilarious whenever that guy, that kid was like buying all the stuff. That's my favorite, the ice cream sundae he got. I want it. Goldman expects the Fed to hold rates next week. News in Stock Labs. Yeah, I see it. Goldman expects Fed rate cut. Wait, I thought you just said hold. Goldman expects Fed rate cuts as job market slows. There we go. That might be a pretty big piece of news. Expecting some rate cuts. That might be nice. If that gets SPY through 628, that would be pretty crazy. I'm still hoping SPY kind of rejects down. Like the downside action here this morning. Yeah, I'm going to pull it up, actually. Here we go. Oh, yeah, what a misleading headline. Now I see what you're saying. Goldman expects Fed rate cuts. It's so funny. Yeah, later in the year or something. That's dumb. Goldman Sachs expects the Feds to hold rates steady next week, then cut rates at its remaining 3 2025 meetings. As the slowing job market pressures policymakers. Private sector hiring is near stall speed, risking a self-enforcing slowdown while consumer spending is stagnated for 6 months. A pattern rarely seen outside recessions. Goldman also sees 2 more cuts early in 2026. Uh-oh. Let's go see what the FedWatch tool is looking like here. Okay. Pricing in pause at July. And then September, they got cut. But Goldman expects cut in September, cut in October, cut in December again. That would put the Fed funds rate at 350 to 375 basis points. Interesting. I read that we should see 7 cuts between now and the end of 2026. This could be great if we do see it. I hope we do. SPY's moving. SPY coming back a little bit. There we go. I thought the market would kind of like hearing rate cuts. Gengar in the Discord said, Powell said this morning that we're in a recession and you should be buying toilet paper up the wazoo. That was hilarious, thinking about that COVID toilet paper crisis. That was bad. I remember paying like $100 for like 10 things of toilet paper one time. I'm not even kidding. We actually had industrial toilet paper, which was funny. My dad's business has, they were getting toilet paper for commercial businesses. They get everything, but that was one of the things that they had, and it was funny. We ended up having it for like a long time. So if anything happens again, I'm going to start selling toilet paper on the black market. 561.50 on QQQ. It'll be worth more than silver. Yeah, Ryan, that's what I heard. I've seen that. That's funny. That's kind of like the people I bought it from. Yep. I'll be your first TP customer. Tom's toilet paper. I was going to try to come up with a slogan, but kind of gross, you know, honestly. Go check Bank of America here. At 48, up 1% today. Going to the daily, Bank of America's coming back a little bit in the short term. The banks are still recovering following their earnings. JP Morgan down a little bit from yesterday's high, actually, but kind of pointing higher here. Yeah, I bet some rich dude bought a warehouse full, Jake. Just waiting for the next one. Go check on Tesla here. Little downside action. I like all these bounces though. 330, solid resistance, 331.
We must never stop the way, yeah. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah.
Tom's TP. Oh my gosh. Now that's a slogan. He's got your back. That's actually pretty good. That is a good one. Autumn, you need to be like a slogan maker for like a big company. So you wipe out the competition? Holy shit. Oh my gosh. How do you guys come up with these things? It's kind of impressive.
Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun.
Qs are looking good. Palantir on the recovery, trying to see how they're going to be moving here. Kind of slowing up. Watch 150. I'm still watching for a pretty good rejection here on Palantir. I could see it coming in. Next couple trading days.
Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the
Yeah, James, that one was too good. Looking at the watch list here again. Tilray leading the way. Pony, second place, up 10%. If you trade ponies too much, you start watching cartoons. Pony on the dailies looking good, though. I love the way it's holding this like 1150 to 1250 support range. That's pretty huge for Pony. Keep it going. We have that AI announcement by Trump tomorrow. Maybe some executive orders. Autumn said, I can't wait for the Q&A tomorrow. 9 p.m. Eastern time. Set your alarm. Go put your questions in the doc now. They'll be the, they get answered in order usually, unless Mike decides not to, but usually the order's pretty good.
empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to
Pony's still moving. 1438, 11.8%. One of the better movers that I'm seeing right here in the short term. It's pretty good. Weeble, good movement today, Ryan said. Bull, I'm surprised more people haven't been saying that. 5.47%. Bull has been very popular in the short term. Yeah, it's up pretty good, 5%. The average percent rise with Weeble since it IPO'd is 19%. That's pretty insane. Literally insane. 19% is the average move. Wild. Bull. Love it though. 5.47. I know it's not 19%, but it's still okay. Solar Edge. Solar Edge here, $30.50. Nice resistance there overhead. Going to be watching for a larger run here, possibly. Solar Edge. Wonder if all the solar stocks are going to be moving here in the short term again. Go check FSLR, a couple others. Looking at the daily, FSLR is like right on key resistance at 180. Kind of sucks. Solar Edge is actually breaking out though and like continuing a massive rally. That's a pretty crazy move here. Looking at run, speaking of run, chart looks pretty good. I like the daily. It's holding $10 support extremely well. Look at the 5-minute chart trying to pop it up here again too. Intraday, it's kind of stuck. Looks like a little wedge pattern if I had to draw something out. Now, it doesn't line up perfect, but you know, watch for like either a drop or a pop from here out of this area. Seems like it's definitely consolidating down here. Kind of doing a move like this. I'll draw it out. Goes like up, and then it like each move is like a little bit less until you get to the end and you start moving one way or the other. But most people are buying in like right here, trying to pick direction for that good move out of that wedge and that range in general. So in this case, like a move under 1070 would be pretty confirming to the downside. Move above like 1092 would be confirming up a bit. Yeah, it's essentially a flag. Yep. I don't really care about the terms too much. This one would be more of a bull flag, though. I believe. FFAI, James said. What are the different flag terms? You have bull flags and bear flags. I think that's essentially it with flags. It's essentially a bear flag would just be like this, but to the downside. Whereas this is more of a bull flag where you have the green candle here and consolidation up around the top. If it were a bear flag, it would be red with consolidation more of around the bottom. FFAI, Faraday at 38%. Oh my. Whoa. I guess this likes the AI news coming tomorrow. Whoa, I gotta see there's news on this company here. Oh wow. They received 100 million non-binding pre-orders for 1,000 vehicles from Nature's Miracles. Wow. They did have some news. Worth up to 100 million. Dang. Looks really good for them. Yeah. Getting their shares moving a lot. 38%. Sheesh. They'd been having some wild candles recently, so they needed this recovery. They even had a bad red day recently also. Back on, well, last Friday. Just 2 trading days ago. What about Pew, the new SPAC that emerged? Grab a gun. That's a weird one, isn't it? Pew. I haven't looked at them in a few days. They went pretty... Yeah, I was going to say, they went pretty sour, if I remember right. Sitting around $8.55. Definitely a no-go for me right now. I don't think that there's just any reason to force it. Just simply don't force it, that's all. Pew got shot down. Hard. No puns intended. You guys are on fire with the puns today. Bank of America, new high of the day, 1.15%. Looks really nice on its extension. Love that. Amazing movement here. I think a pun was indeed intended. And well done. Calling you out. Calling you out there. I don't know why I like Bank of America's setup so much here. Tesla had that nice recovery this morning to get back to break even on the day, but they rejected at that 330 resistance that continues to give them trouble in the short term. If they could get above that today, though, there could be some more fun coming in, so maybe place an alert. You know, see if you can catch it whenever it does end up breaking, if it does. You buying the IPO? The IPO. FIG. Obviously not quite yet. When are they set to actually IPO? Open dumped, but staying above 3. OPEN. Man, for some reason, my headset's messed up. Hang on. Uh-oh. Did this thing finally break? No shot. Oh man, something's wrong with it. Hang on. Excuse me for a moment. This thing's hilarious. There we go. Can't believe this thing still works. I haven't had it mess up in months. Astro A50s, but they're old. Perfect. I remember when Google IPO'd at 80. Thought it was overpriced. You know what the best thing was? I just had my volume down. That was... The volume was down. At 115%. The Mason One credit card. Buy a headset with it, get one free at 115%. The Mason One credit card. I like it. If I could buy one, get one free, oh, I'll do that all day long. Yeah. Don't pay it off, you're bankrupt. With high risk comes high reward. As they like to say. Facebook IPO'd at 30, I think Brain said. IPOs can be pretty crazy. If they go south, you can get destroyed. People in Discord are looking at RDW Redwire. I believe it's a drone manufacturer. We have RCAT out here too. Tom, geez, messing up my staff? What? Your staff? Pause. AIRO with the reverse head and shoulders. Arrow, come on, give it to us. Arrow, AIRO, reverse head and shoulders. How are we looking at that? Definitely not on a daily. Let's see a 5 minute. Okay, I see it on the 5-minute down there at the bottom of the day. Like down here, I could see it, but... Oh, I gotcha. I didn't know what happened. That's an insult. I don't mind. Maybe I'll get to play golf more now. That's funny. All right, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday out there. Gonna be calling the live here. Appreciate Robert for the supers today. Thank you, sir. Of course, if you ever need anything, shoot me a PM on Discord. Same goes for everybody out there. Hell yeah, Taco Tuesday. Let's get it. Don't forget your protein and to leave a like for sure, Xavier. Gotta get that protein going. I've got mascacholi this week, Autumn, for my meal preps. Lots of good pasta. All right, see you guys later.